Hair piece of cake. My boss texted me this pic from the Chicago Sky game. I was listening to music through my AirPods, so Siri notified me by saying, "Send a photo." It's a picture of a group of cheerleaders performing in front of a crowd of people. This Brazilian girl is a big fan of K-pop and all Korean culture, so her father, without understanding much, wanted to customize his party with the most famous Korean character he found. Miles, what the are you wearing? Bro is literally a Colgate toothpaste. My homegirl selling burritos, best in town. Seasoned to perfection with a little extra on the tortilla. $4 a pop, get 'em while they're hot. Going through my daughter's high school yearbook. They grow up so quick. She's going to be on tomorrow night's Game of Thrones. She told me not to watch it because she thinks she can't act well, but I told her I'm proud of everything she does. This tweet has been deleted. Braid turned my hair white. Was removed and it went back to normal color before surgery. After surgery, my left eyebrow is suddenly turning white. No, you guys, my dad was watching a video on his laptop in the living room and I walked up behind him and said, "Who's that effing nerd?" And to my horror, the nerd on the screen laughed. It was a Zoom meeting. The nerd is one of our company's investors. Sometimes I am baiting bushes in a public park. One day I noticed a person behind me. It was Tom Cruise. All he said was "proceed." I felt uncomfortable and took a picture and left. Skittles. During Pride only one rainbow matters. Hey everyone. Funny story, this pic was from my baby shower and I wasn't sure which one of these men was the daddy. Now that my daughter is here, we know it's the man on the bottom left, so I was wondering if anyone could remove the other boys in the picture so that it's just me and the dad, just so my baby can have this picture in the future. Thanks in advance. Pope Francis. Overpopulation is a myth. We need more children. Who will be the next pope? Store your loved one's ashes in a 3D printed urn in the shape of their head. Can they make ones with the mouth open? You have math exam. Your dad will give you $200 if you pass. Your mom will give you $500 if you pass. You realize you can get $1,000 if you pass. Warming up a spoon in the microwave, waiting for the ice cream to get softer, trying to scoop the ice cream while it's still cold. What's the stupidest real men don't you have ever heard? Sleep on their stomachs. I agree, because if your A is facing upwards and just looks all fat, round and jiggly there in the middle of the night, the devil might get tempted to either eat it or pound it with his 20-inch mock. So it's better to sleep with your A against the mattress to avoid tempting any supernatural creature that might be lurking around like a werewolf, cause being effed by a werewolf isn't only it's also furry behavior, and real men don't partake in furry activities like getting a massive canalism from a thick knotted werewolf D. Fathers Eat Free, Sunday, June 16, 2024. Wait a minute, who the F are you? Try not to when you see Guy Fieri's wife. I start dating a new girl. She becomes convinced I'm a real chiller. Against her better judgment, she still wants to hang out with me. We go hiking. Baiting while they're driving. I have done that. Maybe driving a bus wasn't the ideal career. Why do men feel the need to go through things alone? My first GF got the Ike when I cried after learning my childhood best friend had terminal cancer at 21. I doubt that was it, but okay. Why do men feel the need to go through things alone? Man shares an anecdote about a woman to answer the question. Another woman immediately proceeds to downplay his experience. Absolutely hilarious lack of self-awareness. What is Mommy Pig's job? We know that Daddy Pig is an architect, but I have always wondered what Mommy Pig's job is. Is she an author? In one episode, Pepper asks her, "What do you do?" And she responds, "I work on my computer." Only f***s. Every time you see a disabled parking spot, I hope you know you're next. Do not steal. If I ever made a biopic about Pharrell Williams, I would make it a Lego movie for no reason. All the characters would be Lego characters including Snoop Dogg and like Kendrick Lamar or whatever. Also Ferrell would narrate the movie with inspirational shit like, when I was a kid everyone hated me because I thought music was dope, or it's my belief that anyone can be president of the United States if they try hard enough in school. June 3, 2011. The first trailer for the Lego Pharrell Williams biopic has been released in theaters this October. They literally took my idea, but okay lol. Why is Steve always drawn as built as a brick she house and Alex always as the most leadable thing alive? Because Steve can canonically hold 1.91 into 10 power 561 kilograms while sprinting and swimming, and Alex can give me blocky toppy. Alright campers, today's challenge is to find a reason to keep going. The beauty of a sunset and a smile on someone's face. Judy Hopsfoot, Sean. Not gonna lie, he doesn't look bad for 135. So I bought an already effed looking Garfield toy, but then it showed up vacuum sealed, and oh my god, this container won't last long John, soon I'll be free. These memes are pretty dumb simply because none of y'all know how a bell curve work and it shows. Funny bell meme. These memes are pretty dumb simply because none of y'all know how a bell curve work and it shows. Funny bell meme. Big Kundi $7.95. So why does it look like I have half a body when he becomes a tripod? The only acceptable birthday cake. Bruh, don't Charmanders lie when their tail goes out. You would rather it still be alive when you start cutting it up. How often do you sleep? Not since the cat discovered my exposed pee. My favorite position is the JFK eye splatter all over her while she screams and tries to get out of the car. Bro, what the F? Gamers in 20 years when their child gets an A+ instead of an SS tier. My Argentinian grandfather says he was an SS tier, I think. Heartwarming moments of a soldier who came home after 3 years and found out he's going to be a father. Women in 1400s, I think, the church. To be fair, ever since we started listening to women the world has gotten worse and worse. Tell me I'm wrong. Do these penguins have the same intelligence as a human? Probably the same intelligence as you. Agnew Law PLLC. She's a shark, she'll take and take and take, and in the end you end up broke. If you like to waste your money on legalized Jenners for you, in the interest of accuracy please note that this review is not from my client, but from the ex-spouse of my client. So a bunch of y'all really saw a mid-edit of Planes and Tanks and decided to sell your body to the government. Strong words from someone who looks like they have 2 Persian cats. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell politics did not answer questions about his health, only saying there were no concerns despite visible bandages and bruises. First rule of Fight Club. Americans really be arguing about pineapple on pizza, while in Algeria we eat it with fries and mayonnaise. This is why you're a third world country. UN so noisy I get hon when I'm around y'all. The cast of Scooby-Doo has aged like fine wine. Where's Scooby? What's the etiquette of one out under the table? You ask this on almost every video. May I suggest you seek professional help? Why are there so many deleted comments lol? Oh my innocent child, it's better if you do not know it lol. My sister works a full-time job and still cooks like this for her man every day. Yes, says clogged them arteries. Collect that life insurance. I see you. Thank you all for participating in the CR7 Boys Underwear competition. It's been a real pleasure to see all of your photos. Why hello there young strong American man. Hello young Jewish girl, how goes it? I have always wanted a man who could tell I was a Jewish girl right away. It's in my blood to notice Jews. Okay, hell no. You will never read a more beautiful social media post in your life. Today I operated on a little girl. She needed O negative blood. We didn't have any, but her twin brother has O negative blood. I explained to him that it was a matter of life and death. He sat quietly for a moment and then said goodbye to his parents. I didn't think anything of it until after we took his blood and he asked, so when will I lie? He thought he was giving his life for us. Thankfully they both lied. I'm sick of pointing a gun at my dad through my window at 2 AM as he please come on Jake, just let your old pour in. I'm tired, and replying you're not my dad. He's asleep in the other room. I hear him snoring, then watching his expression go sour as he turns back toward the woods. Notice, this is the back door, the front door is around the back. Why is it easy to stay thin in Japan? That's easy. The last time there was a fat man in Japan a whole city disappeared. 17-year-old girl reported to have in her ex's body and climbed inside to be a part of him. I can fix her. Need a girl like this for real. Been lacking to this for like a year. Keep at it my dude, you'll mint any day now. What do you say after having X? That'll be $19.99 please. So no family discount. When Miley licks a ham and art, but when I do it it's get out of Home Depot. Miss Maryland's wedding pic. So when two biological men get married, does this mean they are cannot think of a reason to post this picture of two happy people getting married, except absolutely crippling jealousy of at least one of them. Why everything the Japanese make is so delicious. I too am a Michael Jackson in disguise, so he could go on a date with Tatum O'Neal in the 1970s. Which one is Michael? Polar ice caps aren't the only thing receding. Hotel night manager accused of entering room and lucking on man's toes. As a Kenyan official put it, every time China visits we get a hospital, every time Britain visits we get a lecture. Maybe, but how will Kenya be obliged to pay this investment back? No such thing as a free hospital. Here comes the lecture lol. Spoke to my ex after 10 years. Miss or Mrs. he asked. Doctor I said. So are you married or not? I'm a doctor. Looks like a slice of cheese being waterboarded. I got a white stripe on my beard suddenly at age 23, and it's not clear why. Brain turned my hair white. Was removed, and it went back to normal color before surgery, after surgery. My suppositories are shaped like little bullets. It's almost over 14 years since this movie was released, and I don't understand how a bull have bobs. It's a kids movie, you wouldn't like to see a 25cm D bouncing in the entire movie. I can't even read this. Meggy is mocking. Are we a cooked? I thought it said Meg is choking simulator. Companies in June. What's the LGBT my tops and bottoms? Don't forget to try our new iced latte. I went from losing no one my whole life to almost 10 people within a year. I don't know how much more I can take. Real ones stay, and the fake ones leave. Only thing you gotta remember, they're effing led dumb eh? We sell cars too. Imagine your profile pic holding you against the wall and slowly effing you. God, I can only hope. Nearly 4 million Americans have been out of work for at least 6 months. Why are you using my pic? Please delete this. What a free C's cups when you pulled their little is off. Teen earns all 138 Boy Scout merit badges. The vanity reeks from this boy, I swear. Spoken like someone who's never accomplished anything. My parents adopted 5 kids. All of them are severely mentally disabled. You write well for being severely mentally disabled. Me or the PS5. Choose her cell organs, buy one PS5 for every homie. I'm 25 and I have never celebrated a Valentine's Day in my life. That's sad. I'll be your Valentine. I'm a man, just so you know. Anyway, be mine. I just feel like if I was could do better than you. Can I see pictures of people who have their TV built into the wall? Thank you. No problem. You only got one family. Yeah, you only got one appendix too. But when it f's up with your health, you cut that B out of your life. I had my healthy appendix removed just to show my other organs I don't tolerate no bullshit. If you opened the window of a car while he was in it, he would fly out like a McDonald's napkin. Saw this in the wild at Walmart today. If vegans really want a pet to go by their lead, then they should get a rabbit or another type of herbivore, not force an unhealthy lead onto a helpless innocent carnivorous animal. Owner drops lead, pet looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. Met my daughter's teacher tonight. It was heartbreaking. She was working at her second job. Teachers are the most underpaid, underappreciated, yet most valuable people in the world. So anyway, I gave her $50 for a lap dance. So I'm doing my part. What was the funniest thing you have ever said or heard during X? My boyfriend wiped a little mint on my forehead and said Simba. The procrastination cure you don't want to hear. Save to watch later. I don't speak Japanese, but I would say she enjoyed that. She repeatedly is saying stop. Just discovered my OnlyFans is down to 2 fans and now I'm not sure if I should continue or not. It's so much work and I enjoy it, but right now I just feel bad. This house looks too stupid to realize people are gonna be living in it. Gare left Doja Cat, Conan Gray and Lana Del Rey. What did Conan Gray do? Just don't trust his lay. Rather seen a lead than some crazy old lady. Yeah, no, I would like to live. If a woman was suddenly the last person on earth, she could theoretically save the human race by utilizing term banks until she lies in childbirth, and then the last person on earth is a helpless infant. Being underpaid isn't a pass to be bad at whatever job you signed up to do. You would have been a great thief. Looking for a washing machine for my disabled sister. You're better putting her in a bath. A washing machine will hurt her. When you throw your girl on the bed trying to be Zai, but she hits her head and lies. This is where the fun begins. Ha ha ha, this happened to me and my grandma. The fun never stops. The effing caption. He tried to carry me out of the friend zone, but it didn't work. Toxic masculinity is so Zai. You mean like normal politeness and normal courtesy towards women? No, like wife when you're but poor. Who's been a bad sea turtle? Everyone you meet is fighting a battle you know nothing about. Be kind. I once saw you punch a Girl Scout because she didn't have any Thin Mints. Exactly. That was my battle. So be kind. Upon arriving to help get my keys out of my car, the AAA guy locked his keys in his car and had to call AAA. If you don't have any friends, you're not introvert, you're a problem. If you think being an extrovert gives you the right to bash introverts for not having friends, then you are not an extrovert, you are an atrovert. Ladies, be honest, what's your preferred size? My sister commented 7, but I had her screaming with 3.5 lol. We will remember them. On this day in 1944, British and Allied troops led an operation to liberate France. Who are they fighting? Nemo. The landed on the beach is not walked into the effing sea, you utter clacker. The real reason millennials have trust issues. My cousin got me with one of these at Disney Orlando before I effed her silly in the hotel room. I thought, this picture makes me believe that he could be Phineas' father, and that explains why Phineas is so inventive, and oh my god, she got the doof and D. When he told me I can stack donuts on it, some MF said Fruit Loops. I have so I jumped on the opportunity. 1 month man. Me. At a certain point in a relationship, you get to a point where you have seen your partners more than they have themselves, and I think there's something beautiful in that. Priest. The bride has also chosen to write her own vows. Quiet down. Your posture probs makes you look like you got stuck mid-jiggity. Please know, if you're someone who brings a book to the bar, nobody likes you. How much of your life, expressed as a percentage, have you spent gesturing for women to take out their earbuds? If you can't afford flying first class with a girl, then don't go on holiday with her. Flying economy with your girl is. We both know once she passes next to the first class aisle, she's going to be eyeballing any male she finds there, wishing she was with him. Get back to work. So you're saying you gotta pay way more money than I do to keep a woman interested in you? Who's the one Sean star you would actually wife? N had this in his notes. I was fighting for my life. Not my family getting these notifications from me and my boyfriend on their Apple Watches. Richard finished to work out. Georgia finished to work out. Soup on Van Gogh. UK climate activists threw tomato soup on a Vincent van Gogh painting and then glued themselves to the gallery's wall. There's only one kind of doctor who can fix this situation. Lobotomist. People whose jobs require them to enter someone else's house, such as plumbers and electricians. What was the weirdest thing you have seen at a customer's house? My wife. Why doesn't Lex Luthor inject his mock with liquid kryptonite and laid Superman in front of everyone? Charlie Puth when asked which superpower he would want to have, I'll go with stretching powers like that guy from the Fantastic Four, because I have always wondered what it would feel like to put my own D up my own A. Getting my new car tonight, so excited. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Trojan balloons pre-owned, triple washed and sanitized just like new. Please tell me how your hamsters lied, cause these lie from anything. Mine disappeared for months, then came out from behind the fridge missing hair, looked up at me and just lied on the spot. Parents left me alone, so I let my hamster free in my living room. Why did he run straight into the fireplace? I watched Titanic to feel better. He farted and gave himself like a heart attack. I don't know. If you had one shot, one opportunity to seize Poland, would you capture it or just let it slip? 8. Your username is how you lie. Who has it worse than can Alex Man? Oh, my name wouldn't be so bad. Servicing as many women or men as I can before my heart gives out sounds like a good time to me. I'm coming for you tonight. Senator Tim Scott, we cannot encourage people to make more money in unemployment than they do in employment. Gee, I wonder why giving people enough to live on comes out to more than minimum wage. Seriously, what's with Nintendo Switch graphics? It's a handheld system. You can literally put it in your back pocket. I can put my mock and in my back pocket, but they can't run Mortal Kombat. Did you know that when pigeons have X they lie? Really? Well, the one I effed it.
Spare change. Spare change, ma'am.